We gotta get a new charger.
Nah, I've been trying.
All right, y'all ready?
I need a whole new system.
Who we waiting on? Who's that saying? Hold on.
Who that is?
Let me come.
Please don't let his ass in.
No, we're good. Anyway, all right, y'all ready? Let's go. Y'all ready?
Sure.
Didi, you ready? You on mute, man. We don't know what you saying over there. You ready?
Did you look like she zoned out? Shadow
Right.
look like she got knocked out. What y'all got? Y'all dysfunctional as hell right now. Right? Y'all dysfunctional like a motherfucker. Perfect name. Shadow, you okay?
What we waiting on?
Who the hell strangling Shadow? Martin, let her go.
We ready. I'm ready.
That's why I'm asking.
Kai never came back.
All right.
She probably
So
died.
3, 2, 1. We're finna start this thing. All right, y'all. Welcome, everybody. This is the Dysfunktional Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, the Underboss. We got Nisia Didi. We got Majin Ops. We got Shadow Clan BTB. And we got today's guest, which is Cutie the Sweetie, which is also a part of this podcast as well. And we also got some co-hosts that's with us today as well. We got Bunny Bone 97, Bone 77601, and Chill Bat Rico. All right, y'all, let's get this thing started.
Thank y'all for being on the panel, and thank you, Cutie, for being our special guest for today. I'm dead. I ain't know we weren't introducing ourselves no more. I was sitting up here ready. This nigga done went through the whole damn roster, and I was like, well, shit.
He did it for you.
Right.
I mean, y'all got something to say. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's too late now, niggas. Now it's gonna be weird.
I'm here.
Yeah, you good. Anyway, let's get this thing started, man. How y'all day been going?
Chilling. Shit, I'm cool, I guess.
Everybody good? Everybody good?
I'm
good.
good. Hungry.
You hungry?
Tired though.
You always
Yeah.
Cool, so I'm okay.
I can smell this food from the kitchen. Nah, no, it ain't ready. Too. That's the worst part.
That's what's up. What we got today? What we talking about today? Yeah.
Mine's still frozen. Somebody ain't started cooking.
Shut up.
Didi, you good?
Hell no.
I just asked you what we talking about today.
He said
Just
somebody
that one
start
topic,
cooking.
and then we're gonna go on to her interview. I'm just doing one topic today. One.
So you just doing the one topic? Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so you want to tell them what the topic is?
You could tell me.
You want me to tell them?
Niggas.
All right. So
Y'all got me
Look
looking
at my head go back and forth.
Right?
I'm doing that.
Like, I keep
All right,
going
y'all,
back.
let's get it started. So today, I had a
Oh, damn,
request.
boss, put the
Somebody
blicky
requested that we talk about this topic. They want to talk about narcissism in a relationship. Y'all know how people is narcissistic
fun.
ways, and you know, it's a deep topic for real. For a lot of
Yeah,
people,
elaborate that.
a lot of people go through it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes people don't know when a person is toxic. I mean, is being a narcissist. You know what
You
I'm
can
saying?
say toxic.
Yeah,
Same thing.
it's definitely toxic. You know what I'm saying? So same thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. Anybody got anything to say about this narcissism? Have y'all ever experienced it?
Hell yeah.
Hell,
When you date a
motherfucking
motherfucking
yes.
Leo.
Shadow, I don't think you in the mic. You gotta get to it. Step up.
Shadow all over her chair right now.
Hold on now. Hold on. I'm gonna get out on
Did she come back?
Am I good? Did it work?
Also, the podium is open too, so if y'all want to join
Okay,
in
so
on the
yeah.
conversation.
Hell, motherfucking yes. There you go. That answer.
You said yes. What's some
Hell,
of the things that
motherfucking
you-
yes. Absolutely.
What's some of the things that you've experienced when it comes to being or someone being a narcissist? Have you ever been a narcissist?
Okay, now you see, I can't say if I have been a narcissist because you know, as the person, as me being me, I don't know. Someone had to tell my ass that. But what you call it? I have been in a relationship where like the person was a narcissist, And one of the things that they really like to do was they would do shit, and it would be 100% something that was their fault, and they would make it out like I did the shit, like I was the one that was fucking up,
Oh Jesus!
playing victim and shit. You sitting up here like, you made me do this. How the fuck I make you do that, nigga? You did that.
Right.
Yeah, just like they might just smack you upside your head.
Right.
You one that making me do this shit.
Hell yeah.
I cheat on your ass and be like, it's your
Like,
fault.
nigga, I ain't put a gun to your motherfucking head. You did that.
It's your fault.
How you gonna sit up here?
I mean, this is something
That's
people
one case.
Yeah, this is something that people experience every day. I have some friends that go through some things, and when you talk to them about it, they still don't move on. They still remain in the relationship. So it's just like shit. That shit crazy. So if you remain in this toxic, you already know it's a toxic relationship. So, and if you remain to be in this relationship knowing that it's toxic, then what do you do? I mean, what they say, what fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes especially when you with a narcissist, because narcissists are real good at making you think that you ain't shit, right? And what the hell? But yeah, so like, what'll happen is, someone that's with a narcissist, a lot of times they feel like there's no point in them going nowhere. They ain't gonna find nothing better, and they don't deserve anything better. Because narcissists, like I said, narcissists real good at making you think you ain't worth it.
It's not just in relationship, like intimate relationship. It could be anybody. Like
it could be a friend.
I had friends. I had I had witnessed that with ex-mother-in-law, everything. So it could be anything.
It can be everything. It ain't gotta be y'all together. It can be people that you deal with in everyday life.
And it's like, it's extra bad too when it's someone you related to, especially if it's like a parent, because instead of you being able to get out of that relationship, because as a child, that's who you depend on. And so you grow up your whole life conditioned to think one thing, and then when someone actually shows you something that's that's real, you don't see it. You can't tell because you're so used to the bullshit, and you've been convinced the bullshit is the right shit.
Right, that's true. That's true. What about you, Didi? You ever experienced it?
I experienced it the most in my last relationship when I was married, and that was with my ex-mother-in-law.
Rico, that drink gone.
Right. That
no, it ain't.
I mean, he still.
I'm trying not to. It ain't go. It's just I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying not to be so loud. So
you gotta put your thing on mute.
Man, out here
I'm
slow rolling that
I
drink.
feel like next thing I know, I come back and ain't nobody gonna hear me. I'm gonna have to restart the hell down. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I experienced the most narcissist thing was with my ex-mother-in-law. And to be honest, like, she kind of said that I was narcissist, but I was like, how am I narcissist when I could take accountability for my ex? You know what I'm saying? And with her, it was like she'll throw something out there, and she'll start something, and then she'll play victim, and I ain't like that. Like, don't play victim. You know exactly what you did.
That's a lot of the time that what happened. They play the victim. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's a lot of them that play the victim.
And they blame, and she kept blaming me for something.
So how did you handle it?
Block her.
You blocked it. You block your mother-in-law.
Sure did. I said
That's
what I
right.
said.
I
said what I had to say and blocked her. And then I unblocked her till I was ready.
Shit.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's tough. What about you, Bone?
I ain't never.
Oh Lord.
Cause I am a narcissist. I used to be anyway.
You saying you used to be a narcissist? What was some of the stuff that you used to do?
I used to didn't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I used to.
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah.
I heard him.
They can't hear you. Nisha and them can't hear you. They can't hear
Go
you.
out the
Here.
go out the
Jump
chair.
Yeah, move out the chair and come back in real quick.
I ain't never. But I have did it. To a female.
Is that shit global?
He ain't like that no more. I'll tell you that.
Hey, come,
Did your
come here,
thing
Mom.
change?
Hold up. Here.
Did it say? Do it say?
Come take my chair, my nigga.
There you go. Okay,
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, it's,
I thought.
Yeah.
Never mind.
yeah.
Just hand him when dead again.
I'm changed now. But
You say you changed. What make you think you changed from being a narcissist?
A female that he liked, that he really loved for real.
I'm about to say because I'm with him, because I wouldn't be the fuck here if he still was. I would not still
I
be
got my
you.
family now, so I'm good.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Period.
So family
That's
made you
good.
change.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Make a lot of difference.
We do.
That's what's up. What about you, Rico?
Bro, I used to ain't give a fuck. You know, I used to cheat left and right. Booty here, booty there. You know,
Son.
but-
What?
And did you used to blame her for you cheating?
I'll probably be like, shit, you said go do this, you said go do that. And then, shit.
Well, first of all,
Oh, because she
narcissism
would tell you to go
it's
do
not
it.
all about
you just
cheating.
did it.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, like,
It's
Nah.
not about you. It's about you. Blame.
it's all
It's about blaming
Yeah.
situations and
It's
something
about making
started.
somebody feel less than what they are to blame themselves. You know what I mean? So it's not all about cheating.
why Cutie look like she would have killed me?
Cutie got that resting avatar.
Bro, she was like dead at me, bro.
Cute. How about you? What was some of your experiences? Have you ever experienced
Oh,
it?
Lord.
I experienced it. Yeah. I can't say too much, but I'm gonna say yeah. I have. I didn't experience it before, and I have been
Which one of y'all munching on chips?
I've been convinced that that person that was, blaming this stuff on me, that it was true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made me believe, like, it was me.
You thought it was true?
A couple
You believe it
times.
was true?
They was very convincing. Like, this person that I was dealing with, they was very convincing. Like, they were professional. And they made me be like, oh man, maybe it is my fault. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was younger and I was a little dumb. But I didn't really know what the name for it was, but but I knew that it was them the whole time. But in my mind, it was like they were so good at convincing me, that it was my fault that they were doing the things that they were doing. So yeah, I experienced it. And then once I realized, like, nah, man, I just got completely away from it because
Cutie is very low. I can't really hear her.
you can't hear me.
Exit out of the chair and come back.
Y'all need to make this whole room glow.
Yeah. Okay. What about now? Can you hear me now? Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, they hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I have experienced it, but yeah, I completely got out that situation because once I realized what it was doing to me, I got out that situation. So yeah, I have experienced it.
Okay. So has it prepared you for dealing with what you deal with today, like other people that you know?
Yeah, I can spot it now.
your-
I can spot it now. I pay more attention. Of course, everything is a learning experience, of course. So yeah.
Okay. What about you, Bunny?
Shit. I done dated so many dudes that was narcissists. Even some females that was narcissists. Like me, I have a big heart. And so like, especially if you have kids, like I have a really soft spot for children. So like if I dated somebody that had kids and they would try to like use me or something, they would always use a child as an excuse for like needing something from me. And if I couldn't do it, like they would make me feel bad, try to play on my heart. Like, oh, I couldn't do this because you didn't want to do this. And, once people, they put you in that position, it makes you want to change. Like, it makes you like kind of change stuff about yourself that was good. Like, then you'll start becoming like how they are. They want you to be like them. Narcissists, they don't like if you're like too kind or whatever. So like you dealing with them, you start becoming cold hearted. And when I started noticing that I was becoming cold hearted, then I had to get away from that situation. Like it was too much, and put you in like depression and stuff too. So like Cutie said, like once you deal with it, you can spot it afterwards, but it does take a lot out of you. Like it completely changes who you used to be, and then you don't even know who you was once you get away from that person. Like it's bad. It's really bad.
Definitely. What about you, Munch?
Oh, I don't fuck with them at all. 0%.
You never had anyone like that?
I mean,
baby,
somewhat, but not really.
Baby.
Huh? What? Yeah, I got this. Yes. See, I don't want to keep talking about my ex and shit because she was just terrible. It was just Jesus. She was just bad. She would blame me for shit that like, even though I was still doing good shit for her and shit like that, she would still like blame me, like, I want you to come chill with me and shit like that. Why are you not? You feel me? Why are you not coming? Why are you not coming through? And she would blame me for shit. I'm like, yo, you know what? Fuck it. So, yeah, I can't fucks with them. I can't fucks with them no more.
That's understandable. Me, I had people that try, but y'all don't understand my attitude when it comes to that. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna let you know I don't give a fuck, and I don't deal with it. I'm not gonna deal with it. I had a ex fiance who tried that, but I don't deal with it. Like I say, I know how to cut a motherfucker off. There ain't nothing to cut a motherfucker off. So I don't deal with shit. Certain shit I don't deal with. I don't know what it is. I just was brought up like that. I don't fuck with it. I don't deal with it. If it's something that you trying to be toxic about or try to accuse me of, and I'll be like, okay, if that's what you think, all right, good, cool, and that's it. I don't deal with it. So yeah, it's been tried a number of times. I don't deal with it. Not at all. Anyway, let's get into it. With Cutie. Go ahead, Didi.
Damn.
Anybody else want to speak on this about the narcissism in their relationship or no? Yeah, good.
What you call it? I wanted to add like a little something on to it. If no one wants to say anything, that is. I say mostly just because of what I do, or what I study and shit. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, you're so nice and easy to get along with," and I'm like, "Nah, it's because I can recognize trauma, and I know how to move around people with trauma." So like, when you come across the people that have been in these relationships, it's so easy to pick out those people that have had these problems. So like, because it's not everyone that does these things, but it's a lot of people that if you see a whole bunch of these signs, odds are they didn't have to deal with a narcissist for a long ass time. Like people that, when you talk to them or whatever, be little shit and they just apologize for it immediately. Like even if it ain't shit they had anything to do with, they just apologize. They say I'm sorry a lot. And that's because whoever that narcissist is they dealing with in their life keeps making them think they doing shit wrong all the time.
Yeah, and I don't like that. Like, don't do that.
Mhm.
Because
Like-
it's the effect of it being like, no, don't do that.
Mhm. Like because I know that in my life I've come across people that have been like this, where I was like this at some point, where it's like, you know, someone be like, "Hey, stop apologizing about shit." And you just like, I
Right.
can't help it. Goddamn. Instead of
I do that shit all the
damn,
time.
stop apologizing about shit. I'm sorry, bitch. Did you just apologize when I
sorry,
told
but
you
this
stop
is a little bit
apologizing?
too personal for me. I can't keep up
I
being
do
on
that
this
shit all the
subject. I'm
time.
sorry.
Shout
It's
out.
touching
Bone
the
got on me
person.
yesterday. He was like, "Stop saying sorry every 5 seconds." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
And
Or,
that's because it's been like programmed into your head that you're doing something wrong,
Right.
Mhm.
and you haven't done anything wrong. So you know, that person has programmed you to think, "Hey, this is what you're doing, and this ain't right."
Right.
And often, like a lot of times, along with that, not only will they apologize a lot, but whenever something's going wrong in their life, you won't see them react a lot. Like, you know, y'all seen that little meme with the dog sitting in the room with all the shit on fire talking about this is fine. Those people usually have to deal with a narcissist, because narcissists will do terrible shit to you and then minimalize how you feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like you're not
like
supposed
you
to
know,
react.
like just you know,
Like, you don't supposed to have no feelings at all. Like, you don't got
Mhm.
no say so in whatever they feeling. They excuse what you're feeling. They all about how they're feeling. It's all about
Right.
them in that moment. So yeah,
It's like, you
I
know,
know
you'll sit up
exactly.
here and you'll be like, let's say you just, you know, you chilling or whatever, and like they will come in and immediately like disturb your peace with something stupid, like
Yes,
something
with
dumb as
something
fuck.
stupid, dumb as hell.
And then when you
Period.
react to it, like after they've been on your shit for shit, because I know with me, it was like hours on my shit about little shit. And when you finally react to it, they look at you and be like, "Why you acting like this? What's wrong with you? Why you why you always
Yeah.
overreacting?"
Right.
Mhm. But
And
they
you're sitting up
But
here
overreact.
they the
like,
one that started.
am I
it. You disturbed
overreacting?
my pee, and then you be wondering like, damn, is I'm the one that overreacted? I'm the one that did something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and you
It
ain't
be
even
them.
did nothing, like for real. But they'll
Mhm.
make it seem like you did something.
Or like when
Like,
specifically like if they cheat on you a lot and shit, and you get conditioned to being cheated on, you sitting up here like, oh, it's whatever, it's just another girl, blah blah blah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, no, no, it's
It
not.
becomes something that you even expect
That's
to
not
happen.
something
Like
that you
you don't
just
even
don't
expect
react
the nigga to
to.
be faithful no more.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
It's like that happens a lot, and girls do the shit too. Because I've seen this actively happen to one of my
Yes.
friends, where he was sitting up there and he was like, she was talking to some nigga across the room right in front of him, and I'm sitting up here like, what the fuck is going on? And he was like, it's nothing serious, and I was like, it's nothing serious. I was like, do you see the way she like talking with this nigga? She is touching him and shit, whispering in his ears and shit, talking about let's go somewhere, blah blah blah. I was like, that's not serious for you? And he was like, nah, it's whatever. I'm like,
That nigga done
hold the
went.
fuck on. Hold the fuck up. Nah, son, because what you ain't finna do is sit up here and look like a bitch in my presence. You will not,
Just
sir.
sitting there playing in my face. Ain't nobody finna sit there
Right.
playing in my face. I don't give a fuck.
That don't sound right.
Like, I saw that shit happen and I was like, nah, you getting out of this relationship today.
Right.
Right. You're
That's
done.
crazy.
Y'all
Yeah.
ever texted?
Well-
You ever texted a narcissist? They always got something wrong. You hit them up, be like, "Hey, how you doing?" They like, "Bad." Oh, it's a
Yeah.
bad day. Something's always fucking wrong. They can never say I'm good. Like you text me, even if I'm fucking crying on the floor when you text me, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm
chill.
good. How you doing, girl?" You text a narcissist, I'm bad. I'm pissed off right now. I need this. They always need something. You know, I'm like, man, lose my number.
Because narcissists need attention. That's a thing.
Yeah,
They need
like,
it.
I
They
can't.
feed
I
off
can't.
the attention.
Yeah, they feed off
Mhm.
attention. Oh, my mother-in-law was so bad. I don't give a fuck. My mother-in-law was so bad. She was so bad with it. I was like, God damn, every time they have a family
Shit,
meal,
my real mom
everything,
is
she
like
gotta
that.
post everything. I'm like, God damn, it ain't for everybody to see. God damn, you want all the attention.
baby.
You want people to be like, oh, you a good mother and all this stuff. At the same time, you raise your son right. And I don't give a fuck.
Damn. But yeah, it's shit like that, and they also like they fish for compliments. Like
Yeah,
they can't
do.
let the shit happen organically. They want you to compliment them right then. They'll say some shit that will cause someone to be like, "Oh, that's cool," or "That's They want affirmation, and well, I can't even say they want it. They need affirmation, and that's like part of who they are as people. It's like if
Yeah, and I
people
wasn't
don't
gonna
think
do it
highly of
every
them, then something's wrong. They're
Right.
not okay with that. That's not a thing that can happen.
And I wasn't gonna do it.
Hey, boy, y'all, high key, in order to get rid of a narcissist, y'all have to
You gotta
let
beat
them
their
see that
ass.
they ain't shit.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's
Damn,
one way,
son,
I
what
guess.
you
But how can you? But how can you let
Hold on,
somebody
hold on.
see that they
Hold
ain't
on.
shit when they don't think they ain't doing?
It's
They
because
think
the
they
thing
ain't
is-
doing nothing wrong. They think exactly like they innocent.
Mhm.
They ain't doing nothing wrong. That it's all on you. How
Look.
how do narcissists don't know that they doing something wrong, or is they doing
They
it
know
on
they doing
purpose?
shit wrong. They just
They know it.
they literally
They
brainwash
doing it on-
themselves.
Why do they do that though? Like why
It's
do they
like-
do that stuff?
so
though?
what you
Why
do
you can't
when
take
they attract the
accountability
next
for
one?
your actions?
To attract the
Look,
next
when they
person.
That would
giving
be
you
too
a
much
fight,
like
when they're
right for them
giving
to
you
take
stuff
accountability.
to rile you up and shit like that, no matter what the fuck it is they're doing, the thing that you can do that is always gonna get a narcissist is to not fight back. You just let them talk. You let them go and just keep going. And as they're going, they will sit there and slow down and stop themselves. They'll be like, "What the fuck is going on here? Why aren't you reacting? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that?" When I tell you that shit will get under a narcissist's skin so
I
quick.
would do.
Oh yeah, that do. Cause
I
yeah,
dated
when
a
I
dude
told
like
you I
that.
blocked
When I
her,
started
she
acting
aired
like
up
he
and
acted,
she aired
he
up and
used to get
said,
so
"What we even
mad.
fighting for?" Oh, you forgot?
He used to get so
Mhm.
mad. He stopped texting me for a week. He was like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" When I stopped reacting to his ass, he stopped texting me. He was ready to break up. I was like, "Thank God," because every time I tried to break up, he like, "You ain't going no fucking where all that bullshit." So I made him break up with me. Got it. I'm getting out this one way or another. Either you gonna die or you gonna leave. Cause fuck that.
It's like, and when you
What
cut
you do
ties
when you
with
have
these
people
people,
that's like that? They talk about killing themselves and shit like
I
that.
hate that shit, man. I
Oh,
used to
if
date this
a nigga
dude.
say
that is the number one
thing
thing
to
to
be
be
like, go ahead, do.
If you read,
like,
I
I'm
kill
gonna
myself.
do this,
If
do
you
this.
read me, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, well, let me see
Right.
the receipt. Tell me when the funeral gonna
I
be.
had a friend who dated somebody like that.
Oh,
Like
I tell him,
he'll lock
do it.
send some
he'll
flowers.
lock the he told my
staple,
friend I used to be around them all the time. He locked the door, the bedroom door. He'll say, "I'm gonna lock the door." He put a lock on the door,
Get out my
a handmade lock on the door, and a handmade lock on the window. She couldn't go to the bathroom. He'll wake up talking about something. What you going to the bathroom for? If you going to the bathroom, I'm coming with you. I'm like, what the hell?
What you going to
Oh,
the
yeah.
bathroom for? Maybe
What
it's
the
because
hell?
it's a bodily function
And then
that
she'll
everyone
talk
has
about
to
this.
do.
She'll
Ah,
talk.
shit
She's
in the
like, "You
bed.
ain't cheating on me. Let me see your phone. He'll check her phone and
Yeah.
everything." I'm like, "What the fuck kind of shit this is?" The whole time he cheated. I said, "See,
Right, they
that's a
always do
bullshit.
that.
See, that's projecting right there. That's
They always
That's
do
projecting.
some
that shit.
bullshit." Cause
Never,
ain't no
now
way.
look, the dude I was talking
Ain't no
about, he
nigga
used to
finna
never
treat
let
me
me
like
touch his
that.
phone. But he would
Did
answer
anybody
my
just
phone. Like, if my phone
pause
went off,
for,
he
like,
would answer my
a
phone.
good minute?
He would never let me touch his phone at all.
Everybody just paused for like a good
You
minute. I'm talking
froze.
about,
So
like,
you froze.
What's up?
okay, cool.
Yeah, you
So
froze.
I'm the only one. Damn.
But yeah, like
you try to touch
but
their
yeah,
phone,
like
they'll
that
literally
shit
cut your
was
arm
that
off.
shit wild. Then he was saying to her, like, she said, "I'm gonna leave you." He said, "I'm finna go jump out this bridge.
I'm gonna
I'll
go
be
kill
like,
myself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Bruh.
I
Hey,
be
look.
like, just let
They
him
love
do
that
it. She'd be
line.
like, "Nah." I be like, if he go jump it out, just let him die. Let him kill himself. He
Right.
won't be that
Delete the
stupid.
message that he sent you that you ain't got no accomplice to it. He never texted me he was gonna kill himself. I delete all that shit.
Hey, yo, look.
Delete all that shit.
When you end something with a narcissist, the way you do it, is gonna matter the most. Like, when you end shit with a narcissist, you don't give no second chances. You don't give no fucking explanation. None of that, because that right there gives them a chance to try to take the power back in the situation. Because they are gonna raise hell as soon as they know that you gonna leave them. As soon as they know, shit hits the fan. So the way you do it, you just cut it. Stop. Just cut it off. It's done. because someone like that, like they're gonna, as soon as they realize, they're gonna be contacting the fuck out of you, constantly messaging
blow
you
your
about
ass
shit,
up.
trying to get a hold of you with anything.
But some people
Block
can't
them
leave.
motherfuckers.
The only time a
What about them
narcissist
people
act
that can't
right is when you
leave?
got some money.
Yeah, what
The
about
people that can't leave. Now, you
leave?
see, that's something in and of itself. Like when you're someone that can't leave, your
Kill 'em.
best bet is someone outside of your relationship that knows what's going on that can stop it for you. Like when I did that shit with my friend and that bitch he was with, like, because when it's someone that's close enough to you that can put that in your head, hey, something's wrong, then usually that's enough to maybe make you think about it a little bit at least. And once the seed is planted, it kind of does its own thing after that. Like once the seed is there, it's done. But you know, when people are stuck in those type of relationships, it's usually because there's some type of security or safety coming with that relationship, whether it be emotional, financial, or physical. There's something that's keeping them in that relationship besides that person. And generally with stuff like that, it's emotional dependence because they don't know how to be on their own anymore. So you have to help them get that back. As hard as that shit is sometimes.
Like that.
That's that codependency.
Hey, yo, look, the only thing I could do for that nigga when that shit happened, I cussed her the fuck out. I literally pointed out
Roll a
everything
blunt.
she had been doing wrong in that fucking relationship. I said everything, right? And with the mountain of things that she'd done wrong to him, just putting it all out there at one, like just at once, to where, you know, number one, now he's not thinking that he's fucking crazy for thinking that the shit she was doing was fucking crazy. Is throwing all her business out there, so everyone around her now immediately thinks of her as less of a person, which then hurt her fucking ego. So now she's sitting up here like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? And then just completely removing him from the situation, because after that we left. You know, I was like, we finna dip, we're gone. This is over with. Because he also ended up having to stay at my place for a little bit after that too, because it was just, he was living with her, and so there was no way he could go back there and
Hell
be
no.
able to leave.
They was living together and she was talking to another nigga in his face. I would have blew that whole
Several other
goddamn
niggas.
club
That had
up.
happened more than
That
once.
whole club would have been on fire. The only people that left was you
Right.
and him.
You got people that's living with people that's
Shit.
going
do
and fuck and do everything else to other people and come back home like it's nothing happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't
and
understand
they
that
know
shit.
about it. That should be crazy.
Yep.
I don't understand.
It's
that
just,
shit.
you know, when it comes to people that are in relationships like that, the best you can do is just remove them from the entire situation. If you can't, then you have to hope that they can do it themselves. And sometimes it really just takes letting them know that they're not crazy.
That's true.
Speaking of narcissists, I thought about something. What if a narcissist can be a good person? How can they change to become
That's
a
not
good
a thing.
person? It's not.
When you're a narcissist, you're not a good person because narcissists have zero empathy.
That's
literally a
that's
thing.
not true.
That's
No,
not
when
true.
you-
That's
It's
not
some
no,
good- it's
here,
some
hold
good
up,
people
hold
that
up,
don't
hold
know
up.
they are narcissists.
Right, 'cause
Hold
didn't you say
up.
you was
Be a
narcissist
narcissist.
before?
Hold
Don't know.
up, hold
Didn't
up,
Bone say you was
hold
a
up,
narcissist before?
hold up. So when there's someone that's an actual narcissist, not someone that has some narcissistic tendencies like Bone
I
may
about to
have
say
or
there's
something
two
like that,
differences too.
an actual narcissist has no
No,
capacity for
no.
empathy. An
I
actual
didn't have
narcissist, someone with
narcissistic
NPD,
tendencies. I was a narcissist.
you had NPD like an actual. You had
He did
zero.
not give a fuck. He did
I
not
didn't
give a
Shadow.
fuck.
a fuck.
Remember that role he played when he was supposed to be your baby daddy and fucking
They
VR?
see, that's just a-
That's how he
no,
really
no.
was.
That was me. That wasn't no role. I didn't give a fuck.
Now, can a narcissist be rehabilitated? Yeah, but that shit takes forever. But narcissists themselves are not good people. That's not a thing. A narcissist is not a good person.
Yeah.
They have
But,
to
you
actually
know,
build
some
a capacity for some sort of empathy to ever have the potential to be
You know what sucks about the
rehabilitated.
motherfuckers? They are so
Some of 'em-
charismatic.
some
It's
of 'em-
addicting.
Yes,
Like, you'll be
it's,
so
they are
attracted to
charming
them.
as fuck
They are
at
charming
first.
as hell.
Yeah,
You'll
you
fall
be
in love
so
with them. Then you
attached
find
to
out that
them.
they're
You'll fall in love.
narcissists. And you stuck. You stuck. like a motherfucker. I ain't giving you your spoon. I ain't
on my
done. Leave me
head.
alone. Bone being stingy. He ain't trying to share his ice cream with me.
Man, he's on me. He's on. Get my bunny some.
Mean ass, man.
I'm dead cutie side of it. Give my buddy some of that damn ice cream. How dare you?
But
Right.
yeah, they are fun to be around. Like my
They
mother-in-law,
are.
she was fun to be around. She was very much charismatic. She always had, people.
They draw
cling
you
to her
in like
because of
that.
her personality.
Hey, I'm talking about
They like a
It's
Venus
how you draw
flytrap. They so
And
pretty to
then
look at.
it's like this.
Snatch
It
your
was
ass
just
in.
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna blame you for this. I'm gonna blame you for that. I'm blame you for that. Blame you for this. I'm like, girl, you ain't finna
How
blame
the
me.
fuck
You better
can
talk to your
a
son.
narcissist
And I
be
blocked
around?
him.
That's the
That'd be
thing,
so
though. That's the
horrible
thing
and
with
terrible.
They have to blame somebody
narcissists
You
are
gotta
so
be-
charming at first
gotta
because
be
they will
charismatic.
shower you.
Yeah.
They will
Right.
shower you with compliments. They will shower you with
And with
affection at
Gil,
first.
she
And then
showered
as
with
soon as
compliments
they
and
have
gifts and
you,
everything.
it's
Then
done.
as soon as she had me in the family, it
Mhm.
can't here
Most of the
come the
time-
blame. I'm like,
most
that's
of the time,
your fault.
it's,
That's not my fault. Don't blame me. I blocked her.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Because
keep
they know
up
they
with
ain't shit, so they
and
gotta
you
be
don't
like
see it,
charismatic.
I can use you a lot longer.
Yep.
So that's what it
That's
is.
like a broke nigga trying to get with you. He gonna fuck the shit out with you because he know he ain't got no money.
Dang.
That's the same thing. He need a place to stay, and then when you move him in, it's all over.
Like, because
time with the
narcissists
fine
are really good at showing people the attention that they want. They're very good at it, but they can't keep it up for a long amount of time.
Exactly. And that's what went on every time with her. It was like we were going good. We had a good relationship at first. Then here come the shit. And I was
Here
like,
come that
nah, I
boo.
can't. I'm not finna go to bed. I put her on block. I put her on block too quick, and
I still got my
that
mama
hurt
blocked
her
on
to her
Facebook.
core. She don't like that when you block them and you don't get them no response.
Oh, and you
It hurt
blocked
them to
them.
the
Oh
core.
man, them motherfuckers will make 6 new accounts to try to reach you. Like
Man,
Bones
let
did.
me tell you what
Man,
she
that
did.
bitch.
She'll call. She used to call my ex-husband saying, "With what did DC do? I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk."
They will go
Where's
about
she
any
at?
way they
They
can
would
to
try
get
to-
in contact with you.
You ever had one of your exes call your mama when you try to break it with the nigga? I'm gonna call
Yes!
your mama. I'm like, nigga, what? Where'd you get
And my
my
mom
number?
was sitting up here like, nigga, she said it's
answered
done,
the
it's
phone.
done. Click. The fuck are you calling me
I ain't
for?
never had that. I ain't never
I
had
had to yell
that.
at my mama. Why'd you answer this nigga? What's wrong with you?
Oh no, no, you see, my mom will sit up there. She'll
Talking about why you not
answer
talking
the
to that
phone and
boy.
be like, "Well, it sounds like that's a you problem." Click, because she does not want to get involved.
See,
with
my
none
mom
of
was a
that shit.
narcissist too, though. So she was agreeing with the nigga, like, stop not talking to him. Like, he trying to call you. I'm like, Mom, that nigga crazy. He's supposed to be on my side. Talking about he bought you
Shit.
this yesterday. I don't give a fuck what he bought me. Y'all both narcissists.
Mhm.
Yeah, nah, it was bad for me. Dating a narcissist and having a narcissistic mother. I had to leave both of them alone. I said, well, y'all go ahead and date each other then. I'm leaving. You go give him some coochie. I'm done.
And now that my ex-husband was a narcissist too. He was just a low key one. Yeah, he was a low key narcissist. Yeah,
She said low P.
low key.
Oh, I thought
Man,
you said
look.
low P. I'm like, what is this?
People
Small
with
P, that's another word
narcissistic
for small P.
tendencies are so fucking. It's really rough when you get a hold of those types of people because they do things that narcissists do, but they do stuff that normal functioning humans do too. And so you be sitting up here like, yeah, everything's cool. They just a little in sometimes, you know. They just a little in
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, he
And
had his
then
days.
you start to catch it. You be like, wait a goddamn minute.
You got me
Hold
fucked
up.
up. I be going
Exactly.
to sleep and then
You
wake
got
up
me
like,
fucked
hold on, you got me fucked up. You
Mhm.
played me like, nah. You got me
They
fucked
dip in
up.
and out of it. And it's like so
Mhm.
crazy. Like you have a good day, then a bad day, and a good day, then a bad day.
Yep.
That's even worse. I'd
Like,
rather
'cause
have
I
a
done
full
had
blown
friends like that,
narcissist. I can
too.
get rid of him.
You be sitting up here and it's like everything is cool, and all of a sudden one day it's not.
Yeah.
And you just sitting up here. Like, 'cause I had one friend that sat up here and they found the friend in the group that's kind of, you know, you have a friend in the group that's kind of like the mom in the group. Like the one to take care of everybody that's, you know, then everybody come to them and shit. So that narcissistic friend went to that friend and told him that me and someone else in the friend group were bullying his ass. and they wanted to immediately like solve the problem. Like, oh well, let me help you or whatever. And they came to me like, damn, y'all been bullying him. And I was like, not that nigga came up to you and lied. Hold up, hold the fuck up, nah, because I got witnesses. I pulled every receipt on that nigga. And then he got
Looks like
mad
everybody
and
that's
said
in
that
here
we were the
super
ones that
hot. Serena, you got Shay, Nisha, Hitman, Big Young,
hey super.
Slim,
I'm
and
dead.
Shay in here. Period. Okay.
I mean, yeah, we for real sat up there had to deal. We had to pull receipts on that nigga. Like we had to get the people that were in the party that heard that nigga going off on us, losing his shit over one thing that got said that wasn't even related to him. He just related to the shit that was said and went off on us. Then he went to that friend and said that we was bullying him, played the victim, played it as hard as he could. But didn't think that our asses was gonna keep our shit covered. Fuck that. We brought in 4 other people to the talk. Like, nah, they were there. They knew what happened. Fuck that. You did that shit in front of witnesses and you fucked up.
All right.
It's like reverse.
Once
It's like
she
reverse
done, I'm finna
psychology.
move on to Cutie's interview.
Go ahead. I gotta
And
give me
then we
a
could
new
get back
battery
into
too.
the I'm gonna go ahead and move on to her interview. Um um okay. So Cutie, thank you for Cuties is one of our own, on the podcast, but I chose her to be part of the special guest. Um I wanted to interview her because she is a very talented artist in this metaverse. She is very much an inspiration to some and most people in these horizon worlds. Um she is a genuine person. She's full of positivity. She reads energy like it's crazy. And she's just that type of woman that just, you know, very that has that spirit of you could come to her about anything. Okay, so twin, as y'all know, that's my twin. Um,
Yeah.
I have questions for you. Thank you for coming. Even though you part of the podcast, I'm still say thank you.
Cutie,
Anyway,
speak right quick. See if everybody can hear. Can y'all hear Cutie?
Can everybody hear me? Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see some confetti if y'all can hear. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
okay. So, Cutie, how did you know about Horizon Worlds? First off,
Uh,
what is your name? And tell us a little bit about your background. First question.
okay. Hi everybody. I'm Katie the Sweetest. Um, my background in real life, I'm a chef. I have my own cooking business. If people don't know that. I also can draw. I sing. I write. I write songs, and I have 2 kids that I love so much, so I gotta include them as part of my life. So I'm a mom, and
Yeah.
and yeah, so that's
Shout
just a
out
little
to
bit
her
about me.
kids. Shout out to her family.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
to
to my
being
boy
a
and my
chef.
girl.
Period. Period.
Yeah,
Period. Okay,
but yeah.
so how did you know about Horizon Worlds?
Okay, so I was introduced to Horizon World through my little brother. Actually, I was introduced to the Oculus period by my brother. I was going through some a real bad depression at the time, and I really was just being at home a lot. I was going to have a little surgery, so I wasn't gonna be working and stuff. So I come over my mama's house one day. My brother, he had this weird looking thing on his head, and he was punching. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing, right? To me, it was the weirdest crap I had ever saw because I never saw Oculus or nothing like that before. To see him punching with this on his head, I'm like, I never put that on my head. That looks so stupid. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up letting me see it, and when I looked in it, he was playing a game where this big wrestling dude, when I saw him, I got so scared I threw the thing off my head. So that's when I first saw the Oculus or whatever. So after that, like I said, I was going through depression, and then my brother said, "It's something you should get on this, and this will probably give you something to do." So long story short, I started watching like these little dinosaur things in there, and I liked one, so I got it. When I first got the Oculus, I didn't know about Horizon. And one day he was like, I heard it's this cool place called Horizon World, but I can't get on it because he had the first one, so he couldn't get on Horizon through his. So I got me one, and I got on Horizon, and I did not know that you can build or nothing. I just got on and I started, seeing little worlds or whatever. And I first got on when I went to the stew. So that's really what I thought it was, the court and stew. And I was just going to the studio, chilling out, and like, so that was like a year ago. It's my anniversary
And
passed, and
was
I
your
didn't even.
experience the same experience when you first got on? How was your experience, and how your experience is now? What's the difference between the
So when I
experience?
first got on, it was different because I wasn't a builder. So it's like the people that was on were different too. And then it's like Horizon has got so much bigger. I was kind of like a loner then when I first got
Right.
on. So I was just moving by myself and just kind of not knowing a lot. Now I got plenty of friends. Of course, now I'm a builder, so it's a way different experience for me now, being on and actually creating worlds for people to go to. So my experience is better now because my horizons been
Okay, then. Period.
yeah.
So,
So
what inspired you to start building? Like, who inspired you, or what inspired you to start building?
okay, so I was just world hopping around, and I went to this world called An Evening at Home. Um, that was the first world that I saw when I went and I walked around in that world. It was Blue Rose. If y'all haven't checked out An Evening at Home by Blue Rose, go check that world out. It's so beautiful. But that was the first world I ever saw that made me say I'm going build mode. Like after I walked around in that world, I'm like, I want to make something like this. You know what I'm saying? Or I want to make something for me. I knew then I wanted to build after I saw that world. So that's what
Okay.
inspired me to start building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your very first world you built on here?
My very first world is called the Queendom. It's called Cutie's Queendom. All my worlds kind of say cutie. Is my thing, but it's called Cutie's Queendom, and their world was really funny building because I learned how to build in that world. So my stuff is like totally different if you go in that world and look like where I'm at now from where I was then. But I was in that world building everything super huge because I didn't know like about the spawn point being like the size of us. So I would just get super big and just build stuff. And like the
Right.
bigger you are, the bigger the things you build are, of course. So when one of my friends, Aces, who taught me how to build, Aces XP, shout out to Aces. But he taught me how to build, and he came in and he like, Cutie, so your first world is gonna be for giants. And I thought that was so funny because I didn't think it was for giants. And then he like, get down out of the build mode and look. And when I got down, man, when I say the stuff was like huge over me, like the chairs were like so big. And he was
Yeah.
like, how you gonna get on them? Like, what you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know. And then that's when he showed me like use the spawn point and then make the things the size of the spawn point and it'll be the correct size. But yeah, but my first world is Cutie's Queendom. So yeah, it's totally
Okay.
different
Okay.
from my worlds now.
Okay. Um. What would you say? Okay, so you have a lot of words. I think you had like 30, 40 words. To me, you had like 30, 40 words.
Yeah, I
But
got about 30
what
some
is
worlds.
your top favorite world that you could say your favorite?
My top favorite worlds for me would be my art experience tour, my art experience walk tour,
Mm-hmm.
um mostly my both of my art experience and my new art in a bubble. They're kind of like my favorite worlds because
Okay.
that's the world that I think I like the way that most people react when they're in those worlds. It did what I wanted it to do so far as the way it make people feel. So those are like my favorite worlds.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So I'm gonna get into a little personal level with you. A little personal level.
Oh Lord.
It's just it
I'm
ain't, it's
scared.
just a little slight. You know what I'm saying? Something we already at this panel know already, but the people out there don't really know. Or the people that's watching don't really know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
let's go.
do you think we can really form genuine relationships on this platform?
Heck yeah, man. Hey, when I first got on here, I used to think it was crazy to see people like that's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a loner. Like I said, I used to build and go back in build mode. I really didn't want to get close to nobody on here because I feel like everybody on here was just some little cartoon people that just on here chilling. You know what I'm saying? But then as I grew and I got to really know people and to see like these are not just cartoon people, these are genuine people who walking around with a heart like me that
Right.
that can become your sisters and brothers. Yes, I have real family and friends on here. Like I have people who I wake up every day and get a pleasure in knowing that they're still breathing. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. Okay.
yes, of
Yeah.
course.
I got a
Of
question.
course.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Didi,
Okay.
can I answer? Can I say something to Cutie? This is super hot.
We were gonna go to the rounds to where everybody could say they questions.
Oh, okay.
But
All right, I didn't know.
we could go ahead and take a break here. You go ahead, start.
Oh no, yeah, I just want to say, Cutie, I swear you have the most kindest heart. Really, I've never seen you get upset. I've seen you in situations at Grown and Sexy. You are very patient. You are very loving. When I first met you, I'm gonna be real brief because I know everybody want to say something. But when I first met you, I came in your spot and you ain't know who I was, and I just blew it up, and I was just kind of like joking, and like why my name on the wall, and I made a big scene, but I'm not really like that. And you were like, well, who? I don't even know you, brother. And but Don the boss, what's up. Well, I just want to say thank you for letting me sing at your spot, and keep doing what you're doing. And my favorite spot from yours, when this is why I first met you, I told you about your Sleeping Beauty. I thought that was I said, wow, this looks very, it's like the cartoon, with the cup tea and all that, and with all the detail. Yeah, I think you're an excellent builder, and yeah, it shows you where your heart at. You love the Walt Disney theme type movies. I can tell. But yeah, that's all I want to say. I want to say thank you and keep doing your thing. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, super hot.
Yep,
Thank you, buddy.
Mhm.
Anybody else that want to give Cutie questions and kudos to Cutie the sweetest? Anybody else at this time? All right.
I do.
All right, Bunny. Go ahead.
I want to say Cutie was like my first person I went to an art world and seen. So no, I'm not. Can y'all hear me?
We hear you.
Mhm.
I'm not muted, big head. Okay, so she was the first world I went to. I can't remember which one it was. No, it was the one that had the Rugrats and all those where it was singing and stuff. That was the first one I went to, and that's when I first met Cutie. I think Bone actually is the reason I met her, and she made me like really inspired to start doing art when we started doing our art. But outside of all that, like Cutie has become family for me and Bone. Like you can get close to people on here, but to have a real genuine connection with somebody, it's hard. Like
Yourself. I don't know her.
shut up, Bone. You was just on the phone with her earlier. But she has really become like our family. Like if he's having a bad day, I know where he's at. He's with Cutie. I don't even got a question like, oh, he talking to another girl or anything like that. Like he with Cutie. If I'm having a bad day, I'm with her. Like we both can go to her. She checks on us. She makes sure we good. She just always encourages us and everything. So I'm just like, she's just an amazing person. Like he was like Super High was saying, I ain't never seen her mad. I ain't never seen her like blow up or nothing. I know she be having her days and stuff like that, but I'm glad she does have people in here that do care about her because she deserves it. Like she is amazing. She's definitely amazing.
Y'all ain't gonna make me cry. I love you.
I'm not trying to make you cry. I just love you.
Baby too, y'all. Anybody else that want to give her kudos?
Shut up, Bo.
Okay, Shadow, go ahead.
Cutie.
We're gonna do her one more. We're gonna do her. Then we're gonna go on to the question. Then we're gonna do the questions and kudos again.
Cutie. High key, what Bunny just said, you are one of the most patient people I've met in this metaverse. Like when I tell you there are certain people where it's like I know that I done lost all types of patience with them before. And you are just so chill and so relaxed and just so ready to just take people for how they are. It's so lovely. I love it.
Oh, thank you, Shadow.
Your name is like literal. I love it.
Oh, I
Cutie
appreciate
the
that.
sweetest
y'all.
is actually the sweetest. You serious? All right, that's it.
All right, Cutie. Back to the questions. And then we're gonna go back into the kudos and the question in the audience questions and kudos, okay? Um and whoever on the panel wants out. Okay, so Cutie, back to some little personal questions for you, okay?
Mhm.
Are you introverted in real life or are you extroverted?
I'm
Are you an
introverted.
introvert or extrovert?
I'm introverted in real life. It's crazy because people, when I tell people this, like it's funny their reaction because people are like, ain't no way. But like in real life, I don't even like going outside. I don't really like talking to people. But actually being in the metaverse has helped me come through that a lot. But before that hand, I used to be like very outgoing, and something happened in my life where I don't even know what it was, but it closed me down. And so I really like kind of I think it got a lot to do too with the pandemic, and I had a new baby during the pandemic, and then like we got sick, and everything around me, it scared me because I was trying to protect my son, and in the process of that, it shut me down to a point where I got scared of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I got to that point where I didn't want to go out. I didn't even want to go to the grocery store, and I found myself trying to shelter my son so much, and so it's like it closed me to a point where outside was so scary to me. And so in real life, I'm still like that. I barely even want to go out to eat. Nothing. You can barely get me out the house. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
So what's okay.
that's it.
All right. So what's your favorite genre of music? And what's your favorite song?
I love R&B, like old school R&B, of course. That's why I'm Underboss knows exactly what to play in the club for me. But I also like rock and roll, and that's funny.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I like all kind of music. Really, I'm not just stuck to one music, not one type of music. But I would say my favorite song is, most people know, Michael Jackson, "Lady in My Life." That's my favorite song in the whole world. Like you play that, that's like, okay, yeah, you playing my stuff. So
And that's why I know you my twin for real, cause I even told Boss like that. I told them in the first beginning of it Tay's podcast that they was like, "What's your favorite, Michael Jackson song or favorite song?" And I said, "Michael Jackson, Lady in My Life." Like
Lady in My
that
Life,
song,
that's it.
that song gets to me every time.
It do something. It makes me feel some kind of way. That one, and it's another one of my other song,
Can
favorite
I stop
song.
singing that too at the karaoke?
Yeah,
No,
you can stop.
no,
I love
it.
I love it when you
Months.
sing. You don't want to
No, one time,
sing.
not to interrupt, and you're doing a good job. I love your podcast, D. But I've been singing this song for like 4 months, and just one quick story. One time I said, I ain't gonna sing this song. Let me see what she gonna sing. I went up there and done some other type stuff, and I go
Super hot to
stage.
get out of here.
She said, I swear to God, she did this. Super hot. You get back up on stage and sing my song, or I'm straight banning you. Oh shit, my bad. There'll be no darkness tonight. I was like, damn. All right, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought something was wrong with Super Hot that day. I'm like, he really super hot running the fever or something.
Every time you sing that song, but I love it. I love when Super Hot sing it. So,
between that and Zoom by the Commodores, those are my two favorite songs of all time.
Right. So how do you feel? And this is a question to you, only you, nobody answer. Only to you, Cutie. How do you feel about metaboos? Not just any metaboo, but how do you feel about metaboos in the Horizon Worlds, period?
Okay. I feel like there's nothing wrong with Metaboos. I don't judge nothing, if y'all know. I really feel like anything that people want to do that makes them happy, do it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not here to be judging what nobody do, because sometimes you might need a Metaboo or two. You feel me? To make you feel good. It might just boost up your confidence. But sometimes, like I said, metaboos turn to something very serious. I saw it happen, and I'm so
Right,
happy
with
for
Bunny and
people.
Bones.
Yeah, like Bunny and
Yeah.
Bones. That's like a true thing. It started off.
We were not metaboos.
Well, they wasn't
I cuffed that from day
metaboos, but they
one.
were meta. They was in a
Y'all was
meta
in a better
relationship.
relationship.
They
Yeah.
started out. Let's get it right. They started out in a meta relationship, which people still
Meta
would call it meta
relationship.
boo, but they was in a meta
Right.
relationship, and they met on the meta, and it became something real. So I say
Right.
that if that's something that you want to do, like I said, it could just be to boost your confidence, your self-esteem, or you might really care about somebody. You never know where this person that you're supposed to be with, where you're gonna find them at. You know what I'm saying? It's the same
Right.
thing as finding somebody on Facebook, on Moco Space back in the day. I mean, the
But
only
Oh,
thing
not
here,
Moco
you get
Space.
the
it's like
extra.
the
I
difference
went
in the
back, baby, because I'm
you see
old.
with that
I went back, and this is why. This way I feel about it. Yo, the person that you meant to be
Right,
with could
ain't
be
heard
all the
Moco
way
Space in
somewhere
forever.
else.
That's
And
why I keep telling my mom.
yeah, they could be somewhere else. And the thing is, when you meet somebody on Facebook, before you can hang out with them, you want to talk to them on the phone. This in here, I think it's even more intimate, because you might
Right.
be in a cartoon, but you actually get to hang out with them,
Yeah,
go
well,
on dates, do things that you don't got to
mhm.
spend no money doing, and you really build your, you know what I'm saying, build up that relationship, that friendship, whatever
Right.
y'all trying to have, and you can fall for a person. So I feel like, hey,
Right. It's
do what you
easy to
do.
fall for somebody. I think
Hell
it's
It
more
yeah.
builds up.
easier here
It
because
builds
on
up
Facebook or
the
anything,
intimacy
it's
a lot
hard.
more.
I can even build a
Yeah.
world that you gonna love, the way we never could probably go to. We can go in space and sit on the moon and gaze into each other meta eyes, and it's something that you can do in real
It's
world. So
very intimate,
hey,
especially when
so
you got that phantom
tell you,
touch. Yeah,
You
when
can
you get
build a
that
home,
phantom touch.
build a
Yeah.
penthouse. It's a
whatever. So
bed
yeah,
together.
Y'all
I'm
remember
all
them 3
for it.
days we had them anime eyes?
So
Everybody's
Cutie
eyes
taught
was
us.
sparkling like a
and
mother.
build
I hate it. I was so
Like, I
ugly.
can see
We
the
was so
sparkle in
small.
your
Yeah,
eye.
staring
Like,
at
we
each
would
other.
look like so. I swear to God, we would look like some aliens. Cause I don't know
Bro, I
what
was
that
so ugly.
was.
My teeth was black with mine, so no,
Oh
I
my
ain't like
god,
that.
they took that
I ain't
away
like
so
that.
fast. I kind of liked
So,
it.
let me see if that's my last question. Anybody else on the panel have a question for Cutie?
Let me think.
Yeah, I got a question.
Oh god, here we go.
Cutie, in front of YouTube and Dysfunctional Podcast, I want you to tell the world who's the better builder out of me and you. And don't lie.
This nigga.
In front of the whole world, and her Meta Horizon and YouTube, I build way better than Bone, and I'm the one that build all his worlds. Okay, next question.
Lose my number. Lose my number. Lose my
I
number.
need that bomb drop button in here.
Is there anything you
Y'all
working
crazy.
on?
I'm
Anything you
gay.
got coming out that people should be on the lookout for?
I was about to say I got one question.
I'm always working on something. I'm always working on something, but I got a piece that I just got through working on. It's really special to me, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without my best friend. Of course, everybody know I was gonna mention my best friend Shay Arts over there in the corner. And I couldn't did it without the encouragement of the underboss and my friend Kingpin. 813. That was they really inspired me through this piece. And so when y'all see it, it's something really different in detail for me. And so I'm really excited for y'all to see this piece. And I'm also working
Okay.
on Art in the Bubble Part 2. So that'll be coming
Uh-oh.
out real soon.
Okay. Period. That's what's up.
Alright.
That's what's up. I was about to say I got one little question, one tiny one.
Okay.
Cutie,
Mhm.
when you gonna do another Disney World? Cause I'm fiending.
All right, we
Oh.
itching over here.
So bam. I actually got a lot of characters already done. I've just been waiting for someone to build this certain little part for it, but I see that's not gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do is do it myself. So it'll be real soon. Give me by next month, and I'm gonna have something real special for you, Shadow. You're gonna love it.
Hey.
Real special.
Okay. Well, shout out to Cutie the Sweeties. Y'all already know I'm finna do my kudos. I gotta do my kudos.
Be
But
quiet,
anybody else on in the audience want to do their kudos before we close out on her interview and close out on the podcast period? Anybody else? Okay, so
I'm gonna say you have inspired me a lot. You already know that. Some of my pieces or some of your based off some of yours. I just
Oh,
did
now he
them
wants to
differently.
admit it.
But with the art stuff, you taught me a lot. You gave me a lot of confidence, and I gave that to Bonnie. And we got 3 galleries behind yours. So, like I always tell you, you're gonna always be the big sister to our little sister and brother, whatever. You know,
I love y'all.
we're gonna always come to your stuff and be inspired by you. You know what I mean? Your creativity, your input, your intellect. So, we love you. We can call you every day almost.
And she gonna always snatch your ass up when you acting a fool with me.
Of course.
Hey,
Can't wait to do it.
she got
Can't wait
feelings.
to
this
do
is
it.
from Tree.
I say this: the metaverse really wouldn't be the metaverse without you.
Without cutie.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, thank you, Mom. Thank you.
Okay, so
You know, if you call me, I get on. Anybody else call me, it's fuck you.
you got something to say?
Well, not Didi. Not Didi. Not you, Didi. Show, you ain't on your mic.
Didi don't want to
Forget
call
you.
us.
Huh?
Well,
I
Kitty,
don't be
you
I'm
calling
sorry, I
already know.
missed it.
I said Didi don't be calling us. You need to be calling us.
Y'all got call me. I don't want to bother no bad. That's just me.
We don't be naked all the time. Only sometimes.
That nigga every time. Be prepared.
That's what I be seeing.
I done seen so many nipples. I don't even want to see them.
That was
Hold
him, bro.
Hold up. Don't be
Boss,
beating
you
up.
got
Recording
something
me
to
when
say?
I'm in my
What's wrong?
I be playing my game on my
wrong?
phone. He got camera all on me.
Man, I call these folks. All you see is one body and 2 heads. I'm like, man, what the hell, bro? Call me back. Just call me back.
Yeah, stupid.
Bruh. You gotta stop that.
I be
You
choking
already-
him. You be thinking we be in love. I be trying to choke his ass out.
Okay.
All right, so Q, you already know how me and your relationship is. You know what I'm saying? I admire you.
Mhm.
I want to encourage you to keep going, continue doing what you do. Like I say, don't never look down on yourself. Never be discouraged, because to me, you're top. You just like everyone else. You stand on top. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to walk with your head high and your shoulders straight. You know what I'm saying? So don't never look down upon yourself. You mean a lot to me, like my sister. So, I ain't never have a sister growing up. You and Didi, y'all just like my sisters. So, you know what I'm saying? So I care about y'all a lot. And nothing
Fuck,
will
be
ever come
quiet.
between that. None of that will ever change. And I'm glad, that I met you all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that we was gonna become this close when we first met. But this is how it ended up. And this is this is something that means a lot to me, for real, for real. And you mean a lot to me. And I love you.
You mean a lot to me, so I love you too. I really do.
Period.
I just
So
want y'all to know that's the most emotional anything we ever heard from Boss.
for boss, yeah, but yeah, period. You ain't gonna let us hug, but I love you.
Oh, man.
It ain't been letting me hug nobody lately. It's pushing me. You see?
Yeah, I
It's
see it.
pushing me. But yeah, it's pushing.
But even though there was towards cutie, you said my name. You my dog for life. Period. We locked in for
Okay.
real. We locked in for real.
Locked
But
in
yeah.
for real.
Love you too. So, cutie, what I'm gonna say, when I first met you, you know that when I first met you, um, all I know is people kept coming to me saying, "I just love your word, the art, you the artist," and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not. That's not me. What you talking about? And then I just remember Charette, Charette Picasso kept saying, "Oh yeah, twin." He the one that really, to me, came out with us being twins, and I was like, okay, so I guess you know what I'm saying. But then I kind of had grew to you, and it was just your personality, your spirit, your energy. Like I don't think I could ever just yell at a person that is so sweet and genuine to me. That makes me want to be more genuine and sweet to you. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But with you, when I come to you, and I sometimes don't want to come to you with my stuff, but I feel like you're that person I could come talk to. You know what I'm saying? Because you just had that spirit, and you sit there, you be patient with me, and you just tell me everything gonna be okay. To be honest, that's the most authentic thing, genuine thing I ever experienced on this metaverse. You get what I'm saying? Um, you're very talented. I tell you that all the time. Like you're very much talented. Them three worlds up there, they're the most. They're my top three. I did that. They're my top three. And the reason why I chose that, cause Grown and Sexy, I felt like Grown and Sexy was your top world ever that like brought you out. I think that brought you out of your box even more. You get what I'm saying? Cause it's a different club than anything. You get what I'm saying? Your club shows art. It shows character. It shows experience. Um I chose Cutie's Art in the Bubble. That's my second top. Because when you did that art piece that I saw, and you know what I'm talking about with the woman saying with the frog, like I'm still waiting on my prince. That was a deep saying. And that just hit home. Even all them art pieces hit home. Even with the father with the son, that hits. You know what I'm saying? And you put all your work into it. You know what I'm saying? And I still feel like you the best top artist up there with your best friend Shay. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I feel like y'all are equal. We all are equal. You know what I'm saying? I chose Q Arts Lady Night Out. I was in between with the, your walkthrough with the Cuties Experience walkthrough, but I chose Q's Art Ladies Night Out. And you wanna know why? Because it's like a little inspiration of women can come together and just have a good time and support each other and show that we got each other back. And that's why I chose the world. And that's why I did it. Yeah. So I just want to say, keep going. Just like Boss said, keep going. Don't never stop. Keep holding your head up because it's gonna come. Your recognition gonna come. That's why I chose you to be a special guest because I said, I if nobody else gonna do it, even though somebody else did, I'ma do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to give you that recognition because I love you. You like a sister to me, a big sister. You might not be my twin in real life. You my twin in here, and I appreciate and I'm very grateful and honored to have met you. Thank God, and I love you.
I love you too, sweet. I gotta hug you too. I'm gonna try. Just a squeeze. Oh, thank y'all.
All right,
Anyone
so
else? Anyone else have anything to say?
Thank you, man.
If not, y'all, this is the Dysfunctional Podcast. And we will see you all next Sunday at 5 p.m. Make sure y'all follow us on YouTube at the Dysfunctional Podcast. Also follow us on Instagram at the Dysfunctional Podcast as well. It's been a good subject and good show. See y'all
yes,
later.
thank y'all.
Thank y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
She gonna cry in the car.
Already.
Right, I was like, I heard Kitty. She got so choked
Oh,
up.
y'all
She's like, oh my
gooshiness.
God.
Y'all know I'm a crybaby.
I love y'all though.
I love y'all too. I appreciate y'all so much.